He hit him with a helmet. Top NFL fights that broke the internet and a few jaws. Imagine this. You're down 21-7, 8 seconds on the clock, emotions are high, and then, wham, someone uses a helmet like it's a steel chair in the WWE. Welcome to the NFL, where the hits are hard and the drama hits harder. Today, we're diving headfirst into the wildest, most jaw-dropping fights in NFL history, from flying fists to chain-snatching beefs that spilled off the field and into the streets. This ain't flag football. Let's get into it. 10. Myles Garrett versus Mason Rudolph. The helmet heard around the world. Thursday Night Football. Browns versus Steelers. Garrett takes Rudolph down. Rudolph grabs the face mask. Garrett says, "Bet." And just like that, helmet off and crack. Rudolph gets smacked with his own gear. I ain't never seen someone get turned into a piñata like that. Benches cleared. Maurkice Pouncey came in like a Marvel sidekick. Garrett was suspended for the season. Pouncey suspended 3 games and crowned unofficial best teammate ever. Next up, the feud that made OBJ see red. Literally. Number 9, Odell Beckham Jr. versus Josh Norman. The diva versus the dog. This wasn't just a fight, this was a soap opera with shoulder pads. Odell Beckham Jr. was the golden boy of the NFL. Highlight catches, end zone dances, and a custom pair of cleats every week. Josh Norman, a shutdown corner with a chip on his shoulder and a PhD in psychological warfare. So when the Panthers faced the Giants in Week 15 of the 2015 season, it wasn't football. It was personal. Before the game even kicked off, the Panthers defense was swinging baseball bats in warm-ups. Yes, you read that right, bats. OBJ saw that as a threat. Norman saw it as, well, Thursday. It was WWE in cleats. They were cutting promos in the pregame. Once the game started, the trash talk turned into pure chaos. OBJ dropped a wide open touchdown early, and just like that, Norman took the leash inside his head. And Odell lost his mind. Every play became a war zone. OBJ launched himself helmet first at Norman. Not once, but twice. He was flagged for multiple personal fouls. They were pushing, grabbing, cheap-shotting each other after every whistle. You'd think the football was optional with how locked in they were on fighting. And the refs basically let it slide. By the end of the game, these two weren't even covering each other anymore. They were just hunting each other down. It wasn't until OBJ caught a 4th and 5 touchdown to tie the game that he got his revenge and hit Norman with the now iconic Allen Iverson step over. The Giants came back from a 28-point deficit, but no one talked about that. All anyone remembered was the fight. OBJ got suspended 1 game. Norman walked out with bruises and a new fan base of people who love chaos. The NFL called it one of the most intense one-on-one matchups in history. We call it 2 guys with enough ego to power MetLife Stadium. And to this day, yeah, they still don't like each other. 8. AJ Green versus Jalen Ramsey. Silence versus sass. AJ Green, quiet, classy, surgical. Jalen Ramsey, loud, flashy, surgical with insults. After a full half of being called soft, AJ had enough. Ramsey gave him a light shove. Green responded with a rear naked choke and ground and pound. You don't punch a helmet. He wasn't punching the helmet, he was punching feelings. Both ejected. Ramsey stayed undefeated in trash talk. Green, fined, but forever respected. Now, let's talk chains, grudges, and a beef built on bling. Reject 7. Aqib Talib versus Michael Crabtree. Beef so petty, it needed a jeweler's insurance claim. This wasn't just a scuffle. This was a saga. A chain-snatching, ego-clashing, multi-year vendetta between 2 dudes who couldn't stand the sight of each other. Let's rewind to 2016. Crabtree, a receiver for the Raiders, had been rocking a flashy gold chain during games. Talib, Denver's all-pro corner and certified troll, had had enough. Mid-game, with zero hesitation, Talib ripped the chain off Crabtree's neck like he was repoing it. I was just snatching it to snatch it. Talib, casually. Fast forward to 2017. Crabtree wasn't about to be embarrassed twice, so he taped the chain to his chest like it was a top-secret mission. But Talib still had smoke, and the moment they lined up, it was go time. First play of the game, Crabtree bulldozes Talib into the dirt. We're talking straight-up pancake block that would make an O-lineman proud. Talib responds by yanking off Crabtree's helmet and hurling it like a discus into the sideline crowd. Equipment guys, photographers, the chain crew, everybody ducked. It looked like the NFL version of a bar fight at closing time. Punches were thrown, benches cleared, coaches were yelling. Refs looked like substitute teachers in a classroom riot. Both Talib and Crabtree got ejected instantly and were slapped with 2-game suspensions, later reduced to 1. But honestly, they probably needed therapy, not just time off. This fight wasn't about football, it was about pride, it was about respect, and yeah, it was about one very unlucky chain. Crabtree never wore it again. Talib, still undefeated in chain snatching history. Number 6, Buddy Ryan versus Kevin Gilbride. Uppercut at the half. Oilers were winning 14-0. Buddy Ryan still wasn't happy. Gilbride called a play, they fumbled, and Buddy did what any 70-year-old madman would do. He punched his own offensive coordinator. On live TV, that's not strategy, that's just Buddy being Buddy. No suspensions, no ejections. Just 2 grown men beefing mid-game like it was family Thanksgiving. And now for someone who takes, get off me, literally. Number 5, Steve Smith Sr. versus Malcolm Jenkins. Built like anger in a 5'9" frame, Smith scores. Harper hits him late, Smith waits, celebrates, then finds Jenkins, not even the guy who hit him, and absolutely ragdolls him. He lifted him like a misbehaving toddler at Target. Chokeslam style, helmets flying. Smith walked out like a superhero, and Jenkins walked out slower. And now, a rivalry that still isn't settled. Number 4, Mike Evans versus Marshawn Lattimore. This beef has a season pass. Some NFL beef sizzle. This one, still cooking. Mike Evans versus Marshawn Lattimore isn't a one-time fight, it's a full-blown rivalry saga. A biannual grudge match with more drama than your ex's Instagram stories. Let's take it back to 2017, the beginning of this chaos. It all started with a little jawing between Lattimore and Bucs quarterback Jameis Winston. Jameis, already injured and not even in the game, decided to poke the bear, literally. He tapped Lattimore on the helmet and pointed down the field like he was coaching Pee-wee football. Lattimore turned around and shoved Winston. And that's when Mike Evans came flying in like he got subbed in from the top rope. Evans blindsided Lattimore so hard, his soul entered concussion protocol. Evans took him to the ground, started swinging, and all hell broke loose. Benches cleared. Coaches screamed. Sean Payton literally sprinted across the field like he was about to join the fight himself. Evans, ejected. Suspended, no regrets. But here's the thing. That wasn't even close to the end. Fast forward to 2020, they go at it again. Evans scores on Lattimore and lets him hear all of it. Trash talk, shoves, flags flying like confetti at a Super Bowl party. Then again in 2022, you guessed it, another brawl. This time Tom Brady's involved, Leonard Fournette joins in, and once again, Mike Evans throws the first punch. And when asked why, "That's Tom Brady. What do you want me to do?" Mike Evans. Bro just invoked the GOAT as a defense for assault. Once again, ejected. Once again, suspended. Once again, no regrets. This rivalry has become must-watch TV. It's no longer Bucs versus Saints, it's Evans versus Lattimore. Volume 6. 2 guys, 1 grudge, and 0 chill. And with how often these 2 teams meet, let's just say we're probably not done yet. Number 3, Albert Hainsworth versus Andre Giraud, the stomp that stunned the league. Hainsworth takes defensive lineman way too literally. Giraud's helmet pops off. Hainsworth stomps his face, blood everywhere, 30 stitches, no chill. 5-game suspension, the longest at the time. Still not enough for what looked like a Mortal Kombat finisher. Next up, 2 stars, 1 helmet, 1 unforgettable moment. Number 2, Andre Johnson versus Cortland Finnegan. Brains beat trash talk. Finnegan, elite troll. Johnson, elite assassin. Finnegan kept chirping. Johnson warned him. Then 1 play later, boom. Helmet off, swing after swing. Finnegan's head bouncing like a bobblehead. And the craziest part, they saw each other at a club months later. Andre's crew tried to jump him while the car was still moving. That's not a grudge, that's a lifestyle. But before we hit number 1, make sure you don't miss a beat. Smash that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss the hits harder than a safety blitz. Number 1, Mason Rudolph, again, bonus round, helmet. Part 2, the concussion edition. Oh wait, we already talked about that. But honestly, nothing tops a dude getting turned into a highlight reel for all the wrong reasons. And that's our countdown of the craziest NFL fights of all time. Which one had you gasping? Which one did we miss? Drop your favorite brawl in the comments. And if you like this madness, hit that like button like Steve Smith hit Jenkins. Savagely and without hesitation. This is Final Snap, where every hit has a backstory. Catch you in the next one.